Hello, my name is Pedro Nunes, also known as pmnunes, and I am an etoro popular investor, and in this video I will explain why a 10% return strategy might be the better strategy for 2022. Why do I think that 10% can be better than a bigger return? Because when we risk more, and this is very important to understand in terms of investing, when we risk more, we can lose more. If we see people like Warren Buffett, they have a mentality of never losing. The better thing to do is always compound your returns. We live in times where the returns will be difficult. With my strategy, with my consistent gains and small volatility, I achieve returns similar to many reference popular investors, but without taking the risk they had. And this is very important, and will be even more important in the near future. I always add this 10% rule. In my real estate business, this is a practical way of saying things. If we use this rule and if we protect our capital, in the next 7 years, we will double our money. Of course, that we must see that there are different profiles of investors and people who copy investors. And one thing is to look at a young man or woman that will start investing their first paycheck or the first time they save. And another completely different thing is someone in their 30s or 40s or even plus that has some amount of money and want to invest in a secure way. So the different types of investing are direct to different types of people. We must encourage different ways of thinking. And sometimes I feel that everybody on the Popular Investor program is doing the same thing. Investing in the tech sector, in growth companies. That's amazing and that's an excellent formula. But I think that this formula will be tested in the future. And we are seeing right now, for instance, in things like the RK ETF. We must adapt our strategy to the current environment. And the current environment is an environment where we have a persistent inflation and in a scenario where the interest rates will increase and probably even more than 3 times according to the recent data. And this will not be good for the growth sector. So diversification, it's very important in 2022, and we must adopt a protective strategy during this year. When we achieve some capital, or even if we don't have some capital, but we are identified with this idea, we don't like to lose. So the 10% rule, it's very good because give us a good return and because we are able to see our money increased over time. And we can't hope that many assets will perform very well in the future. And we are seeing that, for instance, with Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin had an amazing return over the past years. I would like you to reflect if you would like to risk too much this year, but have the probability of losing some, or if you prefer a consistent gain and reaching out the year with less losses and probably a steady return.